Welcome back to another episode the Count Vampire presents. Today we're going to be reading book because Skeleton Guy reviewed toy last time, so we're going to be reading a book. So if you want to party with your old boy Count Vampire, I have the stickiest of the Mickey right here. This is Disney's Mickey Meets Dracula. So it comes with 40 stickers. Vampire hasn't taken sticker out yet and probably won't stick the sticker out. But this looks like good book. All very nice. See the nice little stickers that are inside there. You could put those on your desk at school and really upset the janitor and stuff like that. And it says Disney Dracula featuring Mickey and Friends. Nice picture right there. Okay. All right, here we go. One gloomy night, Jonathan Maker, a young English lawyer, armed in the remote land of Pepperlinia. Hold on one second. Okay, a remote land of Pepperlinia. He had been sent to meet Count Dracula to sign important contracts. I remember when he made that deal for Carfax Abbey there in England, in London. But when Jonathan asked the driver to take him to front of castle, he was left in the middle of the road. Hesitantly, Jonathan asked for directions, but the Pepperlanians angrily told him to go away. So, see, there's Mickey right there. And there's the Pepperlanians right there. Don't know if that picture shows up very well or not. The guy looking through the door, the peephole in the door, yelling at Mickey, tell him go away. That's not very nice. Finally, Jonathan spotted a lady in front of a little house. Excuse me, madam, would you be kind as to tell me where Count Dracula lives? He asked. We don't speak his name, she screamed. Jonathan realized that the Pepperlanians were not friendly at all. You come to Vampire be friendly. I take good care of you. Yes, very, very good care of you. Invite you to dinner, I will. In the middle of the night, Jonathan finally found the castle. It was dark and creepy and surrounded by a gloomy patch of red peppers and skeletal trees. The door opened and a mysterious shadow appeared. Welcome, Mr. Meeker. I've been expecting you. Come in. A hoarse voice said. That'd be hoarse voice. So there's, let me show flashlight right here. See that? Oh, that's scary. And that's that not so nice lady right there. She's a cow being mean to Mickey. Oh, scary picture. Okay, continue reading. Trying to set up a scary ambiance in the dungeon here, the toy dungeon. Despite his creepy appearance, Count Dracula was actually the kindest Pepperlanian Jonathan had met. However, he was strangely fond of red peppers. That is strange. They're good. They're high in vitamin C, by the way. Help yourself. My peppers are juicy, the Count said, offering some to Jonathan. Now, red bell peppers, are full of vitamin C. And Jonathan, who politely declined, Dracula took out his pen and started signing. Jonathan asked Count Dracula, who was planning to move to London, if he was planning on moving to London. Yes, people there are so much naiver than the people here, the Count answered with a sinister smile. So you could see right there. Oh, scary picture of sinister Dracula. And there's all the red peppers. Oh, peppers are more scary than Dracula. Dracula's old Vampyre's friend, because we raid the stickiest of the Mickey together too, because we like to party that way. When all the contracts were signed, Jonathan stood up to exit. Dracula stopped him, putting a bowl of boiling soup under his nose. It was red and smelled of pepper. Old shoes, moldy clothes, and mud. I'm sorry. I'd love to taste your soup, but I must get back to my fiancée, Minnie, in London, Jonathan said. He showed the picture to the Count, a nice portrait of Minnie Mouse, who was with her best friend, Daisy Weston Duck. When Jonathan told him that Daisy loved the red peppers, Dracula's eyes sparkled in a scary way. I must go now, Jonathan said, trying to exit again. But the Count stopped him. You will stay here until you eat my soup, he ordered, walking Jonathan inside the bedroom with only red pajamas. What is it with him in red? I know vampires in red, blood, scary stuff like that. See scary pictures. Him looking at picture of Daisy and Minnie offering him the stinky soup, and him telling him, you better stay in here and eat my soup or you're going to get your neck bit and stuff like that and turn you in. Well, see, what's nice about Mickey being a vampire, he's already a mouse, and he's also a bat is a mouse with wings, all right? So he has no problem turning into bat. So I don't know what his complaint is. It's uncomfortable sometimes transforming from human to bat, especially if you have to do it in a hurry. It hurts. Jonathan was trapped. One day, Jonathan was thinking about escaping when something outside caught his eye. The Count seemed to be preparing to leave for London, loading his coach with huge crates of soil and red peppers. Jonathan had a feeling that Dracula was up to no good. However, his escape would be easier once the Count was gone. Picture. Yes, much better. When Vampyre sits back in chair. So he has to keep the lights down because Mama Sarkon is trying to sleep. That's Vampyre's last name, is Sarkon. If you did not know, it's Count Vampyre Sarkon. So the Countess Sarkon is trying to sleep. So lights are down. Dracula left the evening without saying a word. From the windows, Jonathan watched him drive away. He unlocked the door with a soup spoon and ran away as fast as he could. Meanwhile, the Count was on his way to London, planning to visit Daisy Westendock, instead of Westerna, as it was in the Bram Stoker novel. A few nights later, Minnie was having dinner with Daisy, Mr. Arthur Duckwood, and Quincy Goofies at Duckwood's house. Everyone was worried about Minnie since her fiance Jonathan had disappeared. During dinner, Daisy was behaving strangely. Earlier that day, she had brought red peppers to the kitchen and insisted that the cook, Mrs. Duckfield, make a strange red soup with them. Now Daisy was slurping it greedily. Picture time. That. Okay. Very nice picture time. Boy, Daisy's just really soup. She had on around the bowl and she's just slurping that soup like it's going out the style. What's wrong with her? Arthur whispered to Minnie. That broth smells like stinky feet. Let me. I can't bring my foot up that high anymore. Minnie didn't know what happened to her friend, but when she turned to confront her, Daisy was exiting the room holding the spoon. Daisy, what are you doing? Minnie shouted, but her friend didn't answer. Unfortunately, a horrible surprise awaited them in the garden. Daisy was standing next to a dark figure they didn't recognize. The figure whispered something to Daisy and gave her another pot of disgusting stinky feet red soup. It isn't all that bad. Just put a neat pinch of garlic, vampires, that whole garlic thing, no problem. A little bit of Himalayan black salt in it. Oh, my, lovely, beautiful stinky feet soup. But when Daisy turned toward them, her eyes looked like they were glowing red peppers, because she ate the stinky feet of red soup. See, can you see her eyes there? Stinky feet of red soup, glowing eye pepper thing. Everybody's very worried about their friend Daisy. Oh, she's in some serious trouble. This is a very well written book. Who are you? Minnie asked. Instead of answering, the Count bared his sparkling fangs, and then with a swoosh he turned into a bat and flew away. Daisy didn't notice him, seemingly hypnotized by her soup. It is pretty good. It does that to people. Arthur called Dr. Horsewood, who specialized in impossible cases. Daisy kept repeating a strange list of ingredients from the stinky feet soup. A few minutes after Minnie put Daisy to bed, Arthur and Goofies came in with Dr. Horsewood. The doctor, with a huge garlic collar around his neck. Don't cover your nose. The smell will save you and your friends from... save you and your friends, said doctor. So garlic is obviously the antidote for stinky feet soup. Okay, so here we go, light again. See the nice little pictures. Okay. Horsewood checked Daisy's pepper-shaped eyes and pulled out a photo of Count Dracula. The picture of Count Dracula and he was hypnotized. And he hypnotized Daisy with red pepper soup. But he didn't do anything but prevent him from returning and taking her with him, the doctor explained. Suddenly, Jonathan burst into the room. I was his prisoner for weeks, but never ate his soup. That's how I managed to escape, he said. I think Dracula has an obsession with the red peppers. We have to stop him. but he hypnotizes everybody with his stinky feet soup. Actually, it just says stinky soup, but I like to put the stinky feet in there. There we go. The doctor explained that Dracula was actually a vampire that had transformed into a bat. He probably flew into Daisy's room from last night and hypnotized her to be obsessed with his soup, he said. He also explained that only garlic could keep vampires away. That's a lie. I love garlic. It's the only thing that can neutralize Dracula's powers, the doctor said. Yeah, that could be, Count Dracula. I remember Count Dracula. There you go. Can you see? Oh, there she is with her pepper eyes. Okay. Once the room was full of garlic, they devised a plan. I still have the addresses of houses that Count bought here. Maybe we'll find him at one of them, Jonathan said. Then we'll cover him in garlic and destroy his powers and send him back to Pepperlania, the doctor explained. They were all in agreement on the plan. Mrs. Duckfield promised to look after Minnie and Daisy during their absence. Unfortunately, the journey wasn't successful. When they reached the first house at 78 Crimson Road, again, a red color, they saw Dracula had turned into a giant pepper. The same appeared at 33 Magenta Lane, again another shade of red. And Jonathan spotted at all the peppers and soil the Count had brought with him. Only those peppers can make the red soup. Without them, the Count won't be able to hypnotize anyone, Horsewood said. Here's the pictures. Okay. Back in the villa, Bat Dracula appeared in Daisy's window. Nothing will stop me this time, he said. Suddenly a strong garlicky fragrance surrounded him, leaving him gasping. Garlic, I hate the smell, he screamed and transformed back into the Count. Dracula was still determined to reach Daisy and hypnotize Minnie, but when he entered the kitchen, he bumped into Mrs. Duckfield. Excuse me, who let you in? She scolded him. Dracula was speechless. His hesitation gave him a chance to quickly wrap him. His hesitation gave her a chance to quickly wrap him in a long garlic chain. Yuck, he cried. Not fair. Oh my goodness, this is some story. She's opening up a can on him. Look at that. Look at that. She opened up a can to whoop garlic on him. Oh, poor Dracula. Garlic doesn't smell that bad. I wonder why people have such a problem with it. Upstairs, Minnie noticed that Daisy's eyes didn't look like peppers anymore. Where am I? What's that horrendous smell? Daisy asked. irritated, It's her red soup. It's the red soup you love so much. Would you like a spoonful, Minnie asked. She was relieved when Minnie refused it. Dracula's curse had been lifted. Garlic had saved them. Meanwhile, Jonathan, Arthur, and Goofies and the doctor hurried back to the house. They hadn't found Dracula, or they were worried about Minnie and Daisy. And Horsewood was sure that Dracula would return to take Daisy. Faster, faster, Goofy shouted at the horses, and everyone held on tightly. See, there she is, feeling better again. Not wanting the garlic soup on the bottom. And then the horse carriage, faster, faster. Luckily, the heroes reached Arthur's house very quickly. They were surprised to see that the ladies had captured the Count and were celebrating with tea and sandwiches. I wouldn't mind some tea and sandwiches too. They're very good. Nice little finger sandwich. Finger sandwiches are good. I like the little fingers inside the sandwiches. Those are good. They're the finger sandwich. Very good for you. As the doctor congratulated them, Arthur hugged Daisy. Promise me you're never going to eat red soup again, he told her. What about tomato soup? It's good too. You could eat the tomato soup. Don't worry, I preferred Mrs. Duckfield's garlic sandwiches instead, Daisy said. Everybody's all happy and smiling at the table. Right there, see, they're all happy and not really happy. They look kind of mad there. And Mrs. Duckfield, and there's Dracula wrapped up in garlic. He's all disheveled looking, and Daisy over there about ready to kick him in the teeth. Stuff like that. So it's a happy ending, sounds like. Jonathan wanted to know more about Dracula's intentions. That's simple, and Cal answered. I wanted to hypnotize everyone. If my plan had worked, the whole country would have been under my control. You have ruined everything, he explained. Horsewood took garlic flowers from his long bag and sprinkled them on Dracula's head, making him sneeze. My powers, the Count screamed. All that garlic will block your powers for a very long time, the doctor said. Then they drove the Count back to his castle. See that? Sprinkling the garlic on his head. Okay. A few days later, Jonathan and Minnie began writing a book about Dracula. Daisy continued eating garlic. Mrs. Duckfield had discovered a new love for garlic, and they were studying lots of yummy recipes that would keep vampires away for a very long time. Like pizza, and finger pizza, and pasta with garlic. Yeah, see the nice picture. Everybody's all happy and cheerful and stuff, and they're eating their garlic sandwiches. Oh goodness, what a story. Oh, more stickers. Put them on your desk. Did you ever do that as a kid? Put your stickers on your desk at school? And the kid that had the most stickers, he or she got a lot of attention. Old Count Vamphyre had a big old puffy bunny sticker about that big. Everybody was envious of that one. So tell me what you think about this book. It's a very nice book. It's called Dracula, featuring Mickey and Friends. It's a Disney book. Picked it up at Walmart for $4.99 last year. Very nice little book. So pick it up for your little ones. It's a cool little storybook. So hope you enjoyed story time with old Vamphyre. Yeah. Read the stickiest of the Mickey together and party with the old Vamphyre. Oh, a minute. Throat getting dry. See, I'm all fresh knickered. My hat's falling off my head and stuff. So, you guys, you'll take care. Have a good day. Have a good night. Sleep well, my friends. Don't sleep with your back to the door, though, because I'm hungry tonight. Garlic doesn't work. Only thing that really worked was steak through my heart. Make sure it's a T-bone or a ribeye. Make it something nice so I can at least enjoy my death. Alright, you guys take care. Remember, be kind to yourselves. Be kind to everybody around you, because you never know what kind of day they're having. And be kind to your little puppies and your kitties. Animals love people, and they deserve love back, and they know nothing but unconditional love. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for old Vamphyre. Get this channel spread news and let everybody know, hey, Vamphyre is out reading storybooks about Mickey feeding garlic to ducks and stuff. And hit that subscribe button and tap that bell for notifications when Vamphyre or Joe Motion or Scary Skeleton Guy to pop up, so you guys could watch toy reviews and stuff. So anyway, take care. We'll see you later. Love you guys. Have a good night. I've always wanted to do that. Have a good night anyway. Take care. Bye-bye.